Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the live stream, part 4 of this live stream. So, what we are going to be doing today is we are going to be looking at the night sky, and I'll be reading the main key points like I've always done and trying to expand on it if I can. The celestial stars. The celestial sphere is an imaginary sphere around the Earth, on which any object in the sky can be precisely mapped. Just as locations on Earth can be mapped on a globe, different parts of the sphere are visible from different areas on Earth. And because our planet is continually rotating, different areas of the sphere come into view over the course of a night. Sorry, I stumble so much today, I don't know why. Stars and other distant objects stay fixed in more or less the same place on the celestial sphere for long periods of time. But objects in the solar system, such as the sun, moon, and other planets, are always moving. Right. So basically, what that means is like we see, as you can see, the Earth spins this way, then the sun moves around that way. No, we move around the sun that way, but we think it stays in the exact same place and moves just up instead of around. I can't really expand on it that much on this one, but basically that's it. Practical stargazing. So here is everything like the basic equipment you'll need. You'll need night vision, planisphere, optical instruments, telescopes, or binoculars. So motion in the North Pole, it spins around you like this. And motion in mid-latitudes go like that. Then motion at the equator goes like that. Okay, then this is the moving constellations. So you can see 1st of April, 8 p.m., 8th of April, 8 p.m., 15th of April. Each one moves in different locations. If you want this book, it is called Acknowledgement Space by, I said it in the previous live stream. Right, anyway. One of the things that makes astronomy such a great hobby is that everybody can join in. On a typical dark night, a person with good vision can see up to 3,000 stars. So there are plenty of interesting features to find with the naked eye and learn about. Before getting started, it is best to understand a few basics, such as the way the stars and other objects move across the sky and how astronomers keep track of them. Armed with this essential knowledge, anyone can go out and begin to identify constellations or learn to spot red giants, starburst nebulas, or even whole galaxies of light years from Earth. So as you can see, this is what you look like. You got your telescope there, or you got your binoculars, you got your tent here, maybe you got a tent there, and then you've got a headlight on you, or if you've got one of those scientific, uh, or if you've got one of those scientific, um, if you got one of those scientific telescopes, like the advanced ones, you'll be able to see more because you've got automated tracking. So you can plunge in any planet and take a screenshot with your camera at any point if you want. But that's just some more interesting facts for you if you are beginning to stargaze. Moving on. Northern Star hopping. So here is Big and Little Bears, Pole Star, Cassiopeia, if I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, and the Milky Way. M81 and M82, two different galaxies. As you can see there's one lying flat, and then there's another one over there. And then here, there's just a constellation of stars. Here is a circle, like thousands of circles. And then here is Big Bear here and Little Bear there. And here's just a constellation of different ones. Galaxies are the spiral, and open star clusters are these dots here. So yeah, that's basically what they look like, in case anybody is interested. Right, northern star hopping. To the untrained eye, the night sky can look like a bewildering mass of stars. A good way to make sense it is to look for well-known landmarks and trace imaginary lines from those to other constellations. This technique is called star hopping and is easy to do with the naked eye. Though you can see more if you have binoculars or a telescope, the chart on this page shows how to star hop around North Celestial Pole, which is visible to people who live on Earth's northern hemisphere. So this is for all you people looking in the US and UK. Southern star hopping this time. So there's two types of crosses. One is the false cross, and then the southern cross is way smaller. So here is the false cross, and then here is the southern cross. And then there's a specific type of nebula that you are going to be able to see. It is called the Carina Nebula, and then there's the southern Pleiades, open cluster RC2391, and then large and small Magellanic clouds. So, the chart shows you how to star hop your way around some of the top sites in the southern night sky. Visible to people who live on Earth's southern hemisphere, the southern sky gives stargazers a fantastic view of our Milky Way galaxy and the bright constellations Carina, Centaurus, and the Southern Cross. There are many celestial wonders to spot, from colorful nebulas to star clusters to whole galaxies. This is just a different type of star map. I'll read you the information. From Earth, about 6,000 stars are visible to the naked eye, though you can only see about half of these from any location at any one time. Over a year, you can see all the stars in either the north or southern or south celestial hemisphere, depending on whether you are in north or south of the equator, and some of the stars in the other celestial hemisphere too. Milky Way, constellation pattern, constellation boundary. There's a constellation called Cancer. If you don't want to believe me, you can check it out. But anyway, let's move on. Then constellations. Since the earliest times, people have looked for patterns in the stars. The people of ancient Greece knew 48 constellations named after mythical beings, though the patterns bear little resemblance to the beings they are named after. Today, scientists recognize 88 constellations. These modern constellations are not just patterns of stars, they are whole segments of the sky that fit together like a jigsaw to form a complete sphere. Then here is the different. So first is the northern hemisphere. Then only after that do we move on to the southern hemisphere. I'll be right back, guys.
Hey guys, my brother is just currently helping with something, so I'm gonna be here with the nice, soothing, cold fan. No, I'm joking, guys. So, I know it kind of was in the book, but these words look way too small for me. You guys don't have much of you guys don't have much of the book left. You better watch all the other series, hey guys.
Right, guys, I am back.
Peace, guys.
Alright, I gave you some time to look at these. Here are the other ones. You can pause the stream as well if you'd like. Here's Cancer. Aries, you can see the ram. Aries. Gemini. Leo, you can see the Leo the lion. Corona, it's a crown. It's Corona. Corona. Then I think, are moving on in a couple of minutes to the southern hemisphere. Right as I say that, we are on the southern hemisphere. Last northern hemisphere, then the rest are southern, northern, southern hemisphere moving a bit off. Southern. Now it's just the southern hemisphere. Southern. Yeah, pretty much basically all of these are now southern. Corona is another one here. It's also the crown, but it's spelled exactly the same. But this one. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, Corona Borealis. And this one is Corona Australis. So if you look straight up, so what happens if you look straight up into the night sky, you will be able to see Corona Australis. So it's like this. It's got 1, 2, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a complete crown. It looks like this. And if you're wondering what that noise in the background is, I've got a fan here now. So if we stream for long hours, I won't get as hot as we used to. Right, then that is the end of the chapter after this. Then we got references. And this says solar system data. Our solar system consists of the sun and all the objects under its gravitational influence, including the 8 planets and their moons, and an unknown number of dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, and smaller objects. The most distant objects, comets orbiting the Oort cloud, can be as far as a light year from the sun. Planet data, comets, meteor showers, eclipses. So this just tells you every upcoming. So number 69. One P Halley's Comet will be here in July 2061. This year, next, wait, um, hmm, major meteor showers. That was like quite a while ago. And this is exploring planets. Since the late 1950s, we have sent dozens of robotic spacecraft beyond Earth orbit, mostly aimed at other planets. Some perform brief flyby missions en route and another destination out others, but others stay longer. Orbiters become long-term satellites of planets, while the landers and rovers touch down to examine or even explore the surface. So these are rocky worlds. This is all the success that has happened on Mercury, Venus. One is partial success, lander failure, which is Vega 1. Then Mars, partial success, which was Mars 2. And Phobos 2, as well as Mars Express Beagle 2. Then Jupiter, all of them were planned and everything was okay. Then Saturn, all of them were a success. Uranus and Neptune, one was a success. Now here's the different nebulas. One of these nebulas can produce their own sound. Then you got the different galaxies, nebulas, nearest stars. Stars and galaxies. The vast majority of objects in the night sky lie far beyond our solar system. All the individual stars we can see are members of our own Milky Way galaxy, as are most of the star clusters and nebulas visible through amateur instruments. There are also countless other galaxies far beyond our own, most of them too distant to see. Galaxies, there's different types of galaxies. Then it's just the index. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this series. That is all that is left in space. Acknowledgement space. So please do not forget to subscribe and hit that bloody like button in the face. Hope you enjoyed the live stream series. Make sure you subscribe if you want to. It's completely free. Don't forget to like the video and view it on your way out. But anyway, guys, for this series, that's a goodbye from me. So, goodbye.